Sweet. Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is an amazing day. I think that was an MB Augusta. Anyway, today's an amazing day. Not only is like the weather like incredibly just so amazing right now. It's gonna hit a 78 today, so I can wear some breathable clothes. I'm not bundled up and being choked out by all the layers, so I'm just so happy. There's a multitude of reasons I'm happy. The main one is not just the weather. If you've been very observant to either the title of this video or my social media, you will know that I have acquired myself a 2021 Livewire One. I am so happy. I've never seen one of the new ones, the non-Harley branded Livewires, in person, and I watched dozens upon dozens of videos on Livewires and Livewire Ones. And when I finally went to the dealership yesterday, I did not expect just how vibrant the white is. I picked the white one because all black is, I don't know, I want my bikes to like pop a little bit, I guess. And oh, got the horn instead of the turn signal there. I always double check turn signals constantly. But anyway, I didn't realize just how good that bike was gonna look in person. I mean, just, oh my goodness, it was amazing. So yeah, I acquired it, just waiting on some paperwork and whatnot to go through, and I should be able to pick it up this weekend, hopefully, if everything goes, you know, according to plan. Let me get by these guys here. Okay, good. Yeah, if not, it'll have to be next week sometime. It's gonna rain Monday and Tuesday, I believe, and I don't want to trailer it, you know, an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes in the rain. I just don't want to do that. So I'm hoping to pick it up at least by Saturday, hopefully. So I am extremely excited. I can't wait to get on that thing. And I'll tell you what, I don't have like a relationship, I guess, with Harley Davidson. It's not something that I, you know, often do. I've been there when I went to demo the Livewire a couple of years ago. You know, I went to the Blue Ridge Harley Davidson, which is in Hickory, North Carolina. And, you know, when it comes to Harley and Harley fans and riders, a lot of them just kind of look at me like, you know, I'm sort of alien. And none of this bothers me, by the way. I don't really care. You know what I mean? But I'm just kind of giving you perspective. And the experience is a little bit off-putting. A lot of the riders and stuff look at me like I am insane. To be fair, I am kind of, you know, being goofy a lot of the times and wearing, you know, helmet covers and dancing around on the bike, or, you know, I ride electric, so they don't like that in general, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, so I don't feel very welcomed. You know, the couple times that I've gone to Harley, and granted, one of the times that I went was during like a Halloween event thing, and I was head to toe, you know, Pumpkin Man, for the lack of a better term, with a skeleton on the back, on the pillion. So it's, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. I get that one too. But, you know, I don't exactly feel welcome. But yesterday, you know, at least the team did. I didn't see very many customers while I was there. I wasn't paying attention. But the team made me feel like I was like family. Like they wanted to take care of me. It seemed like they gave a shit, you know? Oh man, that sucks. So I was, you know, it was a really good experience with them. The sales manager, Aaron, was super nice. The guy I dealt with through text, Taylor, he was super nice. I didn't get a chance to meet him yet. Everybody who was at the, you know, counter, like everybody was just super nice. Let me get past this mess. Another one, really? Well, anyway, yeah, everybody was super nice. Everybody made me feel like I was welcome there, and I was family. You know, so it was really an amazing experience. It was really good. And that Harley Davidson was huge, man. The one in Hickory isn't massive or anything. I mean, that one was, it was kind of done up. It was really good. I really didn't expect that when I was going there. I'll tell you what, the drive there was, it was rough. You sons of bitches in Charlotte and Concord y'all can't drive with the shit, man. Sorry to tell you, y'all suck. I mean, people just cutting off. Like, I watch a lot of dash cam videos. You know, my wife and my kids, we all watch them together, like when we sit down and eat dinner and stuff. And that's what it was like. It was like watching one of those dash cam videos, like it just in person. No accidents, just people cutting others off, and you know, there was brake checking and road rage. It was kind of nuts. I didn't like it there or back. It was bad. And on the way back, there was a guy in a Mustang. Whoever you are, buddy, suck it. I mean, more than halfway on the way home. He was in front of me. Now, I have an F-150, and it's not exactly like this hyper-tuned sports machine. So, you know, he'd be going in the passing lane, you know, and I'm going a little faster, and I have to, like, slow down for him, and he's not budging. So I get in the right lane, because, hey, if you're not going to move it, I'm going to get past you. And every time I did it, I must have tried it maybe a handful of times, he would just speed up so I couldn't pass him. And I was like, wow, my guy, really? And I was very thankful to just be away from that idiot. So, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a bad experience driving there. The actual experience there at Harley, you know, at a couple other places I stopped at, there was this awesome little comic place just kind of hidden in the corner right next to Harley. But it was good. I love, you know, I'm just excited. I really am. This bike looks so much better in person. Like, I completely forgot how awesome the Livewire looks in person. I don't know, it seems like this one, maybe because I'm the one getting it instead of demoing it, like, it just seems to look better in my opinion. I don't know what it is, it looks better. It's, oh man, I just can't wait. I'm going to have a good time. So yeah, I'm officially part of the Harley family. I went and got a Harley sticker, you know. Another cool thing is, they said, like, oh, you know, since you're making a purchase, we're going to hook you up with a couple of shirts. And I was like, all right, cool. And they gave me one, and it was for the place I got it, by the way, props to them, Speedway Harley Davidson in Concord, North Carolina. Awesome folks. They gave me one shirt, and it was, you know, a Speedway shirt, and I'm stoked. I'll rep them, you know what I mean? Like, they're awesome. Oh, I got to pull over and button these buttons. Well, I don't care. Right now, I don't care. But, you know, they're really good. But on the way out, they had two Harleys there. One was the demo, which is the one that I purchased. And the other one belongs to Livewire. I guess, you know what I mean? It's just for people to look at and stuff. Maybe they can order one. I'm not sure the situation, right? So they had like a little bag where you can put papers in on the other one, and it had a couple of Livewire t-shirts. And I was like, bro, I was like, yo, can I get a Livewire shirt? Like, I'm buying a Livewire, you know what I mean? And they were like, oh, what size? I said 2X, and they were able to get me one. So I'm very happy to have a Livewire shirt, because you gotta understand, there's no like Harley Livewire like merchandise. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no Livewire merchandise in general, and it's very, very few and far between. Most of that stuff is promo stuff, you know? So I'm just like, oh man, I gotta have that. If not, I was gonna ask him just for a shirt in general. I just want to have one. But now I can rock one, baby. So yeah. So I'm just out getting a ride in. It's so nice. I'm rocking this new, I had ordered this Street and Steel. I don't know what it's called, the actual name of it, but like, I was like, man, this is gonna look good on the Livewire, you know? I'm looking at like all white stuff to put on the Livewire since it's white. And I'll rock that for a while. Maybe after a year or two, I will, you know, get it wrapped or something. So, although my goal for the Livewire is to ultimately, you know, pay it off in a couple of years, and then possibly go up to an Energica. It just depends. If I really like the Livewire, you know, you know, I'll pay it off and just hold on to it. So, just like my Zero here, you know, I'm still going, I'm not getting rid of the Zero at all. It's you know, this thing's my baby and all that. Plus I couldn't get rid of it if I wanted to. This thing's got 26,240 miles. And when I approached Harley about like, hey, would you guys take the Zero, you know what I mean, because I still owe on it, and I was like, you know, hey, just take it, you know, you guys pay it off and just do whatever you want. The guy got back to me, he's like, yeah, you know, I can't do anything with that mileage. So, and I was like, yeah, that's understandable, I get it, you know what I mean. But it made me happy because I honestly didn't want to get rid of it. So now I get to hold on to it. I may actually put it up for rent on one of these motorcycle rental apps. You know, get people like not educated or like spread the word. You know, I'm not any kind of ambassador for EV motorcycles or anything like that. Okay, I thought she was talking to me. But there's so many people who are curious, but just kind of like, there's no way. Electric motorcycles are kind of like gaming chairs, right? You see a lot of these gaming chairs online, and like they look comfortable, they look cool and whatnot, but there's no way for you to try them out, see if you like them. And it's not like you can sit in one for a couple of minutes and figure out if it's good for you or not. Do you know what I mean? But being able to sit in one is a lot better than not being able to sit in one and try it out and see how comfortable it is and position, and you know what I mean. Like you can sit there and try them out and, you know, ship them back, but that's kind of a hassle. It'd be nice to just go somewhere, sit down on it and just relax, you know. So same thing with like electric motorcycles. Like you can't really go around trying them out, you know. There's some places you can demo them, but hey, how many Livewire authorized dealers are there, and can you go to one really quick, you know what I mean? So it's something that I would love to kind of help people, like, hey man, what is this experience, you know, what is this experience like? Of course, this isn't like any whoa, I thought I was getting pulled for something. I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize I was going so fast. And I was curious where the fuck he was at. Oh shit. And of course, this isn't going to perform like a high-end motorcycle. Like the Livewire, you know, on paper doesn't seem so crazy, right? I think it's got, oh Jesus, I think it's like 110 horsepower or something like that, and 84 pound-feet of torque. You know, to a regular motorcycle, that's not much, you know what I mean? But on electric, when that power comes on, I mean, smooth and instantly, it's a whole different beast. It's a completely different experience, you know. So that's almost like a leader bike as far as, you know, torque and all that stuff goes when you get on it. You know, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. You know, yeah, you can get a good, you know, like people expect like Fireblade performance. If you have a decent rider with, you know, honestly, any kind of leader bike, they're going to match or beat that for the most part. So, yeah, I wouldn't, you know, you gotta let people know, like, hey, this isn't that type of experience. But the Livewires, you know, its experience is kind of crushing. Like I said, well, actually, I didn't say, because I never uploaded my experience when I did the demoing of the Livewire. I actually have all the footage and everything, I just never cut a video. But its eco mode is faster than this Zero sport mode, you know what I mean? And this thing, you know, this thing's got some power to it. So it was very surprising when I started off in eco, thinking this eco, because like this eco doesn't have that kind of, you know, pull. See, like I'm hammering it right now. Yeah, it won't let you above 65 or anything like that. Custom has everything turned up. Regen, top speed, torque, all that stuff is turned up on my custom mode. So yeah, its eco mode is stronger than my sport mode, which is stronger than my custom mode that I have on here. So I was extremely blown away when I tried it out, when I rode it. So yeah, it's a whole, I mean, completely different experience. There's actually a video. I don't know if I'll put it up here. I don't know if this video will even make it out, but I'll put it up here of me and one of the Harley guys. He was on the Livewire in eco mode, and then I was here in my sport mode, and you could see how badly he crushes me. And that's just eco mode on the Livewire, you know, so you can see just how insane that power is. So it was, uh-oh, I'll wait, don't worry. You go ahead, lady. You get that chair. Crazy. So I don't want people who, you know, to try this out thinking, oh, electric bikes are insane and all this stuff. Like, you know, it depends. This I would consider like a quote-unquote lower end, you know, power-wise and money-wise, like cost-wise. This is about $9.5 grand. And, you know, the power is relative to maybe like a 600. See what I mean? Like, its power is fantastic. I love it. You know, but I don't want people to get the wrong impression. But this is still an insane thing. If you've never experienced, you know, electric motorcycles, like when I first tried sport mode on this thing, it damn near blew me off the bike because I wasn't expecting it to just hit so hard. So I was just like, ah, shit, and I like almost got whiskey throttled to where I couldn't, like, if I didn't let go by accident, forget it. I would have had a bad time. That's another thing, you can't rev on this thing. A lot of people are maybe used to revving, and you go while you're at a stoplight, you're going to go. So you have to be very careful about it. That's something else I have to warn people if I rent it out. So, but yeah, today's an amazing day, man. I am so happy. I can't wait. I really wish I could have taken the Livewire home yesterday, you know, but they got to do stuff on their end and whatnot, so I gotta wait. I'll be patient for now. But yeah, it's a gorgeous day, man. Wow. I'm loving this jacket. I'm loving it. It looks good. It's super breathable. I dig it. I'm having a good time here. Oh, here we go. That's one of the good things about riding electric motorcycles, is that you don't have to like worry about, oh my god, I gotta get my clutch and throttle just right, you know, can I squeeze through this light, or can I go, you know, because of this traffic and all that. You just do it. Just do it. Go for it. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. Get that right throttle going, and you're golden. I tell you what, though, this me and my Zero, we are connected. Like, this is not like I'm not sitting on a motorcycle. To me, this is like the lower half of me. I really feel like super comfortable with this, and I feel great. I love the Zero, and it feels like second nature now. I've been on this thing for 3 years this month. On the 7th, actually, it'll be 3 years that I've had this Zero. I'll tell you what, it was like the longest, like 2 weeks of my life waiting on this thing. I did everything online, paperwork, purchased it and all that, and then it was going to take them a while. It was a lot of like back and forth. Holy crap. I had to like overnight papers to them. They had to overnight it back and all this stuff, and it was a mess. But once it was all done, excuse me. Thank you for waiting, buddy. Not killing me. I had to wait like, I think it was like a week and a half, honestly, maybe a week, I can't recall, but it just seemed like an eternity waiting for it. And then I was getting like, I got the phone number for the guy who was making the delivery of the bike, and it's like every day I'm like, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Yeah, I was like, let me know when you're in the state. Oh man, it was so funny. But yeah, I remember when it was like, yeah, I'll be there today, and I was like, oh my god. I stared out the window, like, you know those memes of like a skeleton staring out the window waiting for a package? That was me with the motorcycle. Like, I was just, oh my god. And when he finally was like, yeah, I'm right up the road, I'm eating lunch, I was like, damn, can't you come? I'm like, damn dude, can't you come now? Like, I will buy you lunch, man, for real. But I had to wait on him, and finally when he pulled in, like, it was amazing, man. I felt so awesome. And it took me a while to get used to this bike too. It wasn't simple. You know, you do have to adjust. And this was my first motorcycle too, so I had all of that on top of it. Not just getting used to, you know, an electric motorcycle, I had to get used to riding in general. You know, it took me 2 weeks before I put it into sport mode. And then it took me, man, I'd say almost 2 years till I was fully comfortable, where I could literally throw this thing into a corner and then gas it and feel okay without like fearing falling over. Come on now. You know, now I can do that all day. Woo-wee! Look at that. So yeah, I'm very excited. I need that Livewire. Time needs to just move. It needs to go faster. Honestly. Because I want to ride my new ride. You know, 2 years ago, I never would have just put my hands off like this and held, you know, controlled the bike like that. There's no way. I was not confident. I didn't feel comfortable enough. Whew, that's nice. X6, it looks like. All right, can we squeeze? That's another thing. If you want to, you can just bloop, and you got it. It's another wonderful thing about this motorcycle, or just riding electric motorcycles in general. You've got the torque to do whatever it is that you want, as long as it's decent, you know. Like, I'm not, honestly, the knockoff like Chinese brands, you probably should stay away from those unless you just absolutely 100% need to have that experience. You know, I would say, hey, just save your money, grab you a used, you know, Zero, because they're the cheapest on the market. Honestly, they have a dirt bike version called the FX, which I see go for like 4,500 bucks. And those things you can wheelie, and you can take them off-road. You can do pretty much whatever you want. So honestly, I would wait. I've also been asked, like, when I'm riding, I'll wave to like everybody. You know, you on a scooter, moped, I got you. You ride a bicycle, I got you. You know, that's why you saw me nod at that woman back there. You know, I wave to everybody. A lot of people are like, why? Like, why don't you just wave to like motor? Dude, because we're all on two wheels. You know, the bicycles may not be on the road, you know, to share that danger. But still, you know, I'm just happy, man. I'm a happy rider, 100%. I love the adventure of it. I love just being on it. It's wonderful. Dude, I am normally, like, no kidding, and like down to like 72% usually by this point. This is the route that I normally do. The only thing is, sometimes I'll add a little extra. When I'm near all the, you know, the plazas and stuff, you can go down to like, there's like a Lowe's and all that. Sometimes I go down there, especially if I'm riding with a helmet cover. But sometimes I'll ride just to extend the ride, and I even with that, I should be down to like 72% right now. I'm so used to riding in winter. When you ride in cold weather, your range goes down by a lot. Oh shit. So I mean, there's been times when I've been riding into freezing cold and I'm down to like 60 or 50% by now, because that's how badly it zaps your range and your battery power. You know, you still have full power on torque, like that doesn't change, but your range is really what gets affected. It's not very loud, but you can hear the zoom, 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 you know. Oh, man. On a highway, oh, forget it. This will crush your battery, especially in winter. In winter, you're getting, you know, 50 miles out of this. You know, normally with this, if you ride somewhat spirited, you know, in other words, you're not hammering the throttle a lot of the time, but you do it sometimes. You know, I'm sure you can get over 100 miles easily out of this. You know, up to what, I'm not sure, because I've never really done that. I can't ride usually for too long. It's my disabilities prevent that. You know, that's one of the reasons I went electric in the first place, is I had, you know, disabilities and, you know, my hips and my back and all that, and I just can't do it. Which is funny, because a lot of people, when you know, I'm disabled, so when I tell people I ride motorcycles, they're like, oh, but you're disabled, why are you even riding motorcycles? I'm like, well, because honestly, riding a motorcycle is a lot easier on me than riding in the truck. It honestly is, because with a truck, you have to use your whole entire body to move your arms, to turn the steering wheel. You're pushing gas, brake, you're constantly having to turn a lot to lane changes, or if you're reversing or any of that stuff. But this, like, there's no effort. Ugh, sorry. There's no effort to lean, there's no effort to turn. The only time it hurts is when I have to, like, ride it backwards, or like push it backwards. That hurts a lot. Or if I have to look all the way back for a lane change, you know, that's really the only thing that I have to worry about. So it's actually a lot easier, honestly. But yeah, it's range is another thing. Like, and like the Livewire supposedly basically has a 100-mile range. This thing, every time I boot it up, I think it says like 96 miles of range. I've never really looked at that. I essentially, when I go riding, I just look at my battery. I never even look at range. I can judge where I'm going. Holy shit, what is this? I can judge how far I can go just by looking at the battery, because that's all I've ever looked at. You know, 75%, oh, I can go, you know, a couple towns over right now and be okay to get back and all that. And even if, you know, let's say I'm going somewhere and I'm, you know, range or whatever, I always keep my charging cable with me. So, and the good thing about this Zero, like, there's benefits and, you know, downsides to whatever you do as far as like EV motorcycles go. So, or I should say motorcycle EVs. So the bonus for this, relatively cheap. You know, like I said, this is $9.5 grand brand new at the time. I say brand new, it had like 2,000 miles on it, but still, that's a really good price. Holy shit, my guy, where are you going? You know, or you can get the effects, which is like $4.5 grand, $4 grand. It just depends on how used you get it and all that stuff. All right, another downside, torque on tap. It's fun, relatively lightweight, especially the effects is. Like I said, you can wheelie those all day. This you can wheelie, but you have to put effort into it, and you probably have to have muscle and skill, neither of which I have. So, you know, those are like just the, oh, and you can have your charging cable. It's just a 3-prong like computer cable or a monitor or TV cable. That's all it is. So you can literally, like, if I'm like 0%, I'm petering out right now, I could pull into any one of these houses, and if they're kind enough, I'm like, hey, I just need to plug into the wall. I just plug into the wall and just wait. That's it. That's all it is. No issues. Right? The downside is you don't have a ton of range, right? Because you have you know, the battery isn't big enough. I don't have the extras. Like right here, this is a trunk, right? But you can get another battery added on so you have more range, or you can get a fast charger installed so you can plug into like level 2 and charge in half the time. 0 to 100% for this is 8 hours. I've never tested that. I've never drained it down all the way. I think the lowest I've ever gotten was like 13%. But you can cut that in half. You can cut it down to like 4 hours. You know, and you can actually have level 2 chargers installed in your home. You know, you have to pay for that, but you know, you can get it done, right? The other downside is like styling. You know, you're not gonna get a ton of styling out of something that's like $9.5 grand when it comes to, you know, motorcycle EVs. It's just not gonna happen. Now you can customize it, you can get, you know, that's all on you, but I'm talking about stock, right? I need to adjust this brake. It's getting a little floppy. You know, so it's like, it's slow charging and all that stuff. So the more money you get, or the more money you put into it, as far as making that initial purchase goes, the more benefits you're going to have. Most of the newer Zeros, you know, they have fast chargers in them, so you just plug in the level 2 and all that. The downside is there's no level 3 charging with Zeros whatsoever. You know, with the Livewire and the Energica motorcycles, they have all level 3 charging. The downside to the Livewire in that aspect is it can't do level 2 charging, only level 1 and level 3. You know, that kind of sucks because there's no level 3 chargers anywhere near me. You know, there's one about 2 or 3 towns over, you know, which I had to ride for, you know, half an hour to get there. You know, so if I go all the way there to charge, by the time I get back, I'm going to lose most of that charge. So that's the downside of it. And the downsides to the newer ones, again, there's no level 3 charging. The price, I think the prices start for the like the SRFs. I'm talking about bumping up from the S's and SRs and whatnot. You know, it's going to cost upwards of 15 grand and up. I think the premium ones, the SRFs and SRSs, they like start, I think, at like 21,000. I'm very, very excited about this Livewire, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for all the questions, you know. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to call it the, you know, hey, what brand is that? I'm like, oh, Harley, it's the Livewire. That's all I'm going to say. Because it's going to be easier to say Harley, you know, it's Harley's electric motorcycle, the Livewire, than, oh, well, actually, Harley spun Livewire into its own brand. So this is technically the Livewire One. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's going to be an issue to sit there and explain to every single person, because I'm going to get so many questions and so many people asking me those questions that it's going to be difficult to explain that every single time. You know what I mean? Plus, if they really want to get technical, even though it doesn't have a Harley badge on it, there actually is one, and it's hidden behind the front wheel where the radiator would be. There's a Harley badge right there directly in the front. So I can just point to people like, yeah, see, it's Harley's. So I don't have to sit there and you know, read a script every time. I will admit though, I'm a bit scared of the Livewire, because I remember how much power it had. And I remember when I was test riding it, I had put it into sport mode along this kind of long stretch of road, and I kind of hammered it, and that front wheel started to lift off the ground, and I said, oh man, let me not do that. You know, and back then the Livewires cost $30,000, and I was like, man, if I flip this freaking thing, I'm screwed, man. So I didn't want to do that. But this is so exciting, dude. I'm ready. Yoda, very nice. I wanted to get a custom plate that said Sega on it, but somebody had already taken it. Jerks. And then somebody had taken Nintendo. So what they did is they put, I think it was NTENDO, and then there was Nintendo or something like that somebody had taken. So very excited, dude. Everybody's out, man. Everybody's out. It's a wonderful day. It sucks it's not like Friday, you know what I mean? It's Thursday, but Friday there'd be so many more people out. Everybody be going like fishing and all that good stuff. But it's supposed to be nice tomorrow too, and Saturday. So it's gonna be sexy. Oh damn. It's gonna be nice. We're all excited. I think everybody's just ready for a nice warm weather again. You know, this cold shit can just go away. Please God, no more. We're gonna get a little bit more, but yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna lean on the Livewire either. I don't remember turning that thing too well. I know it's super balanced. Out of the like 75,000 dozen videos that I watched, everybody said that it's balanced and it's all good and all this. So hopefully that's true, because I would love to get used to that weight and the weight transfer when I'm doing turns and stuff, so that I can, you know, feel confident on it. I think that's another thing that really helps out riders in general, is like, hey, feeling confident with this. I feel great. I didn't even turn on my shit. Wow. Well, might as well not turn it on now. Fuck it. I got my Cena communicator and I just never even turned it on. I just realized that. Normally I at least turn it on for like phone calls and music, although I wouldn't be jamming while I'm talking with you guys. That distracts me. See what I mean? Don't have to worry, man. Just get that right hand, make that motion, bam! Yeah, I'm digging this shirt. Feels good. I gotta lose some weight, man. My chesticles are poking through this, man. My man chesticles. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have any questions about the Livewire? Have you ever wanted to try one before? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all the, oh goodness, appreciate all the love and support you guys been giving me. Thank you for letting me get to 200 subscribers. You know, I've had this YouTube channel, if you look at the join date, I think I've had it since 2006, like May or something, April 2006. You know, I've had it for a very long time. Always wanted to do videos and whatnot, but I just, you know, the editing part, like, I'll make videos. I've made tons. Technically, I've made tons upon tons of videos. I've just never uploaded them or edited them. You know what I mean? So that's the craziest part. I actually have a like an editing controller coming in the mail. So hopefully I can crank out more videos and actually upload them. I'm very excited. But yeah, 200 subscribers. I'm very happy, very, very stoked to be enjoying that. Thank you guys. Like I said, I might do some sort of giveaway or something. I've said that in the past, and you know, I'll figure something out so that I can hook you guys up. Thank you so much for watching me. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.